Alright, this is the detector I'll be using. It's my gold bug. I think it's one of the early ones. I got it off eBay, and it's always been a little weird. But you know, it works really good, so I'm not complaining. It's Fisher. I modified it a little bit. As you can see, I put a light switch on it. I mounted some LED lights on the inside of it. But regardless of the condition of how it looks, it works. That little coil right there, little 5-inch coil, it bangs on nickels and gold. I mean, straight up bangs them. Now quarters, silver, stuff like that, it's not quite so good. But I'm not looking for quarters and silver all that much. So this machine right here, it fits the bill. I highly recommend it if you're looking for gold. And you can see my little camera mount. I'm gonna mount my iPhone 4, my old iPhone 4S up on top of that. Got a battery pack for it because it runs the batteries down real quick. It does a good job, I think. I don't know, it's my first time to ever do this. Let's give it a shot. Gonna head out over here to the ring field, start making some lines and see what happens. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna find a good gold ring. Let's go get it. Alright guys, this is a perfect example of what I'm looking for when I'm looking for a ring. That is perfect. Low numbers, not getting into 59, lower in one direction, could be on edge a little bit. Alright, enough of that, let's dig this thing up. There it is. Let's cut a little plug and get that thing out of there. It's not real deep. This is a big fat ring. Huh. Does appear to be a little deeper than I thought, which is good. Whoa, it is deep. This is real good. Uh-oh, I think I hear can. Alright, there it is. Let's get it out. Piece of can. Huh. It's a good sound target. It's really too wet to be out here. But I figure since they're working on the park right now, they got tire tracks going all through here. This and that. It's not that bad, I don't guess. When it dries out, it won't be as noticeable. But I really like to do it to where you can't see it. That's my goal. That'll work. I don't dig a lot of coins. I mainly go for the rings, but I can't pass up quarters. Let's get it. Told you, can't pass up quarters. I'll recheck the hole. This is interesting. Small. Let's check it out. Huh. I can't seem to pinpoint anything today. Huh, seems like a very small object. What is this? It looks like maybe a screw adjustment for something. It's got the knurled edges on it. Anyway, it's not a ring. This signal has gotten my attention. It's giving some odd numbers, but I think it has a lot to do with the depth. It seems to be pretty deep and about the right size. And I like those 54s, and I like the way it seems to baseline around 56, 58. Alright, let's pop this up and see what it is. Alright, here we go. Not quite as big as I would like. Appears to be a small target. And it is an electrical connector? Interesting. Alright, let's get that diamond. It's a good signal. Doesn't quite pop like I'd like it to, but of course I'm not using my headphones. So, let's check it out. Can't get it with a pinpointer. That actually might be a good sign. Let's get the glove on. When you can't get it with a pinpointer, sometimes that means it's, well, I guess it means it's a little deeper, of course. But, when it rings that strong and it's a little deeper, that means it might have a little more consistency than, or a little bit more mass than a pull tab, which is good. Yeah, it's down there. Well, it's more on the side. It's actually not all that deep. Might be a small object. Huh. I don't know why I didn't hit with a pinpoint at the top. Maybe it was at the bottom of this plug. You know, about 3 inches, I guess. Maybe 4. Anyway. Square tab. Small square tab. Looks like another quarter. Oh, that's not it. Where's that? It's kind of trashy out here. There we go. Yep. Surface quarter. 1980? 1989. But you know, right on the top. There's a good signal. Appears to be pretty shallow too. That was around here. There it is. Let's see, the camera's on it. Yeah. Alright. See if we can't pop it out real quick. Quarters and nickels. That's my thing. Alright. Now I just stuck that nickel probably right around there. Actually more about right there. Now I'll move right over here. Where did it go? And I get a surface 56. It's a little low for nickel. Sounds really good though. We're definitely checking this one out. Very shallow. I'll pop this one out too. It's out. I'll push it back in. What is this? Where is this? Oh, okay. Let's see. Huh. Thought I had an earring for a second. It is a piece of a pull tab. No, piece of a square tab. That's why the good number. Could have been a nice little ring. dig the 56. This is an example of the 58s I like. I guess being that it's so close to the surface, I get a good ID on it. That's a rock solid 58. Let's dig it up. I suspect a nickel, if not a beautiful diamond ring. Let's check it out. Huh. What is that? Well, looks like it may be part of a zipper pull. Not a ring. Let's get the ring next. And the zinc. Looks like 2 quarters. Let's get them out of there. There's one. I think the other one might be back here. Let's get this one first. There's 1 quarter. Good old state quarter, it looks like. Oh, so it says Washington. Yeah. Neat. There's the other quarter. Maybe about 7 inches away. You can see the other hole I dug. Hadn't filled it in yet. So let's get it out too. Get this camera adjusted. I like this camera rig, it's really nice. There she is. There it is, another quarter. It's a whole quarter, not silver. It is 77? Yep, 1977. They stand up much better than the new quarters. New quarters just rot away real quick. Let's see if we can make this look like I've never been here. Not too hard to do when you're digging with the pry bar. Ground's good for digging right now, but it's also easy to make a big mess if you're not careful. Alright guys, I just dug up 2 quarters. One down there somewhere, the other one pretty much right there, and in a straight line right up here. Where'd it go? This is definitely a change spill. Another quarter right there. There's a zinc and a copper up there too. Two coppers, maybe dimes. Let's get that quarter. There she is. Here's the other plug I dug right there, so it's pretty close to it. Got one back here, I believe, one right here, and now we gonna have this one. So I guess it was a little pocket spill. Hey, that's fine with me. If they're not dropping rings, they can drop quarters. Yeah, I don't want anybody to lose their stuff, but definitely don't want it to rot away in the ground. No hope of anybody ever enjoying it again. I'll enjoy that quarter. Thank you. This here is an exciting signal. It's got the right kind of mass to it. All the other rings I found have been pretty similar to this. You know, short of the ones that were really deep. But yeah, very promising. Let's check this one out. Can't really get a signal on it. Let's go ahead and cut a plug. A little half horseshoe. Trying to preserve the roots on this side so that when I put it back into place it will grow back and won't leave a brown spot in the grass. Of course, that keeps people happy. Alright. On target, it's a little bit in the sidewall. Well, it doesn't look like a ring because it's part of a can. Thought for sure this one was going to be it. Got so excited I didn't even put on my glove. Good as new. Alright, this one is a little bit higher than a pull tab. Usually. Square tab, I should say. It's got my interest. I just got a feeling about this one. Might as well check it out. Can't get it with a pinpoint. Let's cut a plug. Gotta say, I love the Raptor. This little hand shovel is great. Just heard it. There it is. Huh. I see it. It is Canned slaw. Kind of figured that's what it was going to be, but I just had a feeling about it. I want to check it out. I think that last signal excited me so much. The next one will be a ring. Watch. Let's get this plug back in. Nice. Another interesting signal. It's kind of jumping around a bit, but it could be deep. Well, it's not indicating very deep. It's not the perfect ring signal, but if I only dug perfect ring signals, I'd probably only dig up 2 targets out here. Hopefully both of them would be rings. Let's check it out. Oh, glove. Let's get that glove on. There she is. Canned slaw. Old canned slaw. Starting to disintegrate. Huh. Nothing to it. It's not in the best place because it's kind of wet right here. It's right in the tire track where they're doing some construction. Alright, we're not getting it with a pin pointer, so I'm going to have to cut a plug. Although it is wet right here, the ground below it is pretty dry. I believe it was pretty hard packed. So it may not be as bad as I'm thinking. Let's give it a shot. The roots here are very strong. Huh. Where'd it go? Maybe I should turn my pin pointer on. Yeah, that helps a lot. Alright, let's get it out of here. Yeah, the ground is not too bad underneath the surface, being it's so hard packed. Huh, this is something. Ah, canned slaw. Okay. Nice and shiny. But could have swore it was going to be a ring. Alright, here's an overview of the field I just hunted. You can see that last target I dug, it was in that mud trail right there. Pretty much walking around the outskirts of this field here. It's a general use field. It's not really designated for anything as far as I know. They just use it for whatever, festivals and whatnot. Sorry about this wind, but I think I'm going to move my location all the way out there on the other side of that ditch area. That is a parking lot, and it's on the grass. I want to go check it out. It's for all the people that want to go to the fields, play baseball, watch games, and whatnot. They got at least 4 fields over there. So this place is packed at times. So I'm heading over that way now. Let's go check it out. I haven't ever really discussed what settings I have on my detector today, but I'll go ahead and turn it on and ground balance it. I think this is an older gold bug because it doesn't pop up any kind of firmware version or anything like that. I read something about that, so that's interesting. It works great. I mean, it really pulls in targets, but it has a feature to discriminate out, of course. But I'm not using that today because I mean it's really just not that bad out here. Most of the targets are not iron. The ones that are, it doesn't take me but a second to kind of work it out, and I feel like it gives me a better chance to pull in a target that's being masked if I'm not using any discrimination. If it's a real junky area, I will use the discrimination, you know, just to speed things up, because it may end up eating up a lot of my time checking all those targets. But you know, it just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But it works good either way. Let's do a little ground balance. It's about what I expect for this area. So I'm gonna roll with 65. Actually, let's roll with 60. Alright, that sounds good to me. Alright, I'll get back to you when I find something interesting. Alright, I made it over here to the parking area. You can see this is the entrance to the, actually I guess it's 8 baseball fields. There's another way to get in over there on the far side. Right down there is actually a concrete parking lot, but they do allow people to park here on the grass. The little entrance right there from the main road. This place can be packed sometimes. I mean, I've seen this whole area just full of cars, and you can kind of see the path that they drive on, and a lot of times they park in the green area right along this ditch. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe just do a pass up and down this area, back and forth, maybe a couple of times, and see if I get anything that looks interesting. Of course, today I'm just focusing on rings and silver, you know, quarters, stuff like that. It's an old park. I'm not going to be digging big silver out of here, although it used to be fields back in the day. Like in the 1800s, it was actually a home site right there by that tree. So I have found some old relics that have been, you know, moved around by the dirt when they pushed the dirt up to make these fields and change everything out, because there actually was a big pond, I think, right around in that area. So that's interesting. I got people over there shooting rockets up in the air, little model rockets. That's neat. Very cool. It's coming down on a parachute right now. I don't think I'll be able to focus in on it. The kids are out there chasing it. Looks like a lot of fun. Alright, well, here we go. I'm gonna, like I said, hunt this area up and down here, back and forth, maybe one time, and see if I come up with anything good. Oh man, it's a nice day out here. It's a little windy, but it's really nice. Alright, let's check it out. Go ahead and crank it on up to 100% gain. Perfect. Alright, here's an interesting signal. It's very energetic. I like it. Let's check it out. It appears to be a pretty small object, but still gonna see what it is. You can see it. Huh. Looked shiny there for a second. I got kind of excited. Can slaw. Ring numbers though. Just because it's so easy to get to. You can see it's right on the surface. It's like seeing some rocks. Here it is, whatever it is. It wasn't necessarily right on the surface, it was just a big piece of can slaw. Let's get that ring. Wonder what that is. I think it's a quarter. Something good if it's not. Let's check it out. Right there. Bam, quarter. It's an older quarter. It's 1987. Gotta love that. This is a familiar number. It's the right size too. Let's get it. Right on the surface. Can't see it, but it must just have a thin layer of dirt over it. There she is. Still shiny. $19.91. Alright. Potential ring target. Kind of sounds like a small target to me. We'll check it out. I like that number. Oh, it's around here somewhere. Oh. Alright, looks like we're going to dig a plug. I think I pinpointed about right there. Let's hope so. Ooh, rocks. she is. Can cap, whatever you call those things. Kind of like a beaver tail end. I don't know how you get those things off the can so easily, but there it is. This number is not very impressive, but I just like the way this one sounds. It's so solid. It just sounds really clean. There it is. What is that? Well, it appears to be by a rock. I think I heard it. Huh. I wonder it sounded so clean. If you're trying to imitate a ring, this, my friend, will do it every time.